All right, good afternoon, Blue Devils. It's Dr. Courtney here. We are here to update you all about what is happening with Hurricane Ida today. We're here to answer any questions that you might have and introduce you to a few of our staff members here. So without further ado, we're going to jump right in. So we're going to talk to our Chief Honore, who is our Emergency Management Team Coordinator. So Chief. You're on mute, Chief. There you go.
All right, on mute. Courtney, before I get started, can you reach out to Michelle right quick? She's asking where's the Zoom?
Got it.
Okay, guys, it's gonna be one of those times. I think, well, I came here in August and it's amazing that it's August again and a storm is coming in. So I don't know what that's trying to tell me right now, but I do know that we got through it the first time I was here. I am asking that you all, when we say shelter in place, when the rain picks up and the weather gets really bad, I would like for you all to stay in the area you're in. Don't try to go out on the campus and walk around, things of that nature, because if you know, we have a beautiful campus, but we have a high volume of oak trees here. So limbs can fall and things of that nature. So that's a safety precaution that I want you all to take. And at the same time, I'm asking that you make sure you have some snacks in your room. You have your cell phones charged. You reached out to your parents and you're telling them right after we get off here that you're going to obey and stay inside because you don't want to be part of that storm that's out there. Right now, what I do know is the storm is at 80 miles per hour and it's still approaching our area. With that being said, can it change? Yes, it can. But at the same time, it hasn't. So we want to make sure we take the precautions. If you have to leave off campus, leave campus now. Pick up and purchase everything you need. So when you come back on campus, you know the city of New Orleans, if you've been here for a while, floods on just a regular day that it's going to rain. So with the storm coming in, you need to know that we're going to get more rain and heavy winds. Am I praying that it redirect itself? Yes, I am. But at the same time, I'm monitoring as we speak the Weather Channel, and the speed keeps picking up, even though it's saying it's not going to be here until sometime Sunday, but we don't know what the changes may be. And because of that, I want you all to purchase the snacks you need. If you have flashlights, make sure you have batteries. Make sure your cell phones stay charged. Make sure your computers stay charged because you get wireless and things of that nature. Have we had a problem once before with losing internet service and things on campus? Yes, we have. But you will still be able to use your cell phone. We have not had a problem with that. I'm asking that if we lose phone service on campus, then you will call and everybody that's listening, which it will be put out also. There's going to be 2 cell phone numbers that you're going to receive. And one of them is mine. Mine is 504-458-5706. If you have a problem where you cannot reach the 504-816-5310, then you dial my cell phone number so that we can see what it is you need, so we'll be able to accommodate you. Your vehicles, if you're planning on leaving to go home, I'm asking that you gas up and start your journey today so that when the weather changes, you'll be made it home. With that being said, I know that you don't want to leave your friends. I'm a freshman, I just started, blah, blah, blah. It happens, but sometimes you have that urge where I don't feel too comfortable. This is my first time being away from home. I might need to go to mom and dad. So what? You need to go to mom and dad. Tell your friend, ask mom if they can come along with you. Good friendships, good teamwork. We shouldn't have any problems. Outside of that, I'll let others speak And then from there, whatever questions you have, I'll be ready to answer.
Thank you so much, Chief. We really appreciate that update. We're going to go next to Dean Simmons.
Good afternoon, everyone. As Dr. Williams just said, I'm Jamar Simmons, one of the assistant dean of students here. I won't, bring you any, long updates or anything. Just wanted to reassure you all that, hey, it is normal for you all to be a little concerned, a little worried. That is what comes along with these storms at times. But this is something that we've also kind of had an opportunity to kind of train for and prepare for as a university. And so we're doing our absolute best to make sure that we take care of you all, that the things that we can foresee being issues, that we try to resolve them as much as we can on the front end. And so if you should need some kind of support that you're unsure, who may cover it or who may be able to assist with that, please feel free to reach out to your RA or anyone from the Awesome Residence Life team. Also, I'm going to give my cell phone number to you all as well for those individuals who may need to get me directly. Again, it's perfectly normal for you all to be a little bit on edge, but our goal is to make sure that you have what you need during this time. And so you're not by yourself. You're not in this alone. We're all here. We have staff who will be here throughout the weekend to support and help and to make sure that you are taken care of and you feel supported and you have the support that's needed. And so my cell phone number, should you not be able to get through to one or two cell phone numbers that Chief Honoré just mentioned, my cell phone number is 404-747-5415. Again, 404-747-5415. And again, this is for any general concerns, any problems, or direct you to Chief. Just got an alert here, but just want to put you in direction of those two cell phone numbers Chief Honoré gave. But should you not be able to get that, please feel free to reach out to us so we can provide that level of support that you may need. And so I will pass it back to Dr. Williams so we can keep things flowing, as I'm not sure when that press conference will start, but want to keep mindful of the time. So thank you so much. Look forward to looking out for you all around campus in the next couple of days.
Thank you so much, Mr. J. Next up, we will hear from Miss Michelle Matthew.
Hey everybody, I'm sorry to be off camera. I'm juggling a few things. As you see, we all are. Just wanted to let you all know about the Suno shuttle. It's tied into the dining service hours. Anytime we adjust the normal academic schedule, the dining hall goes into brunch and dinner service. So on Saturday, we have a little window there. We will stay, of course, at regular brunch, regular dinner. On Sunday, we're going to do an early brunch. And when you go to brunch, you will be able to pick up your hot plate for dinner. And then you will also be provided with a snack bag. That's our normal routine for when we have inclement weather. And then, of course, because classes are online Monday, then we will also have the brunch schedule and dinner schedule on Monday. The shuttle will also do the same. Coming from Suno, it will run on a brunch schedule going forward and up until Monday. Provided that we are in good standing, we will pick up our regular schedule on Tuesday, or we will modify and we will give you enough time for that. And if you did not write all of this down, you will get a follow-up email from either me or Dr. Courtney or Ms. Lewis in all of your communication to be abreast of what time we will be feeding. I think most of you have my cell phone number. If you have not met me, I am the person that starts all the emails with, "Hey, my angels." My cell phone is in my signature. So if you need me, I'm text friendly. That's your best bet because I don't answer voicemail, but you can always text me with any questions that you may have. I'm good, Dr. Courtney, if you have any other points for me.
That's good. Thank you so much, Miss Michelle. We appreciate you as always. Now we're going to hear from Miss Lewis, who can talk to our students about the residential experience.
Good afternoon, Blue Devils. I have one of our staff members in the office with me who is joining in to make sure we don't miss anything. And so I just want to say we sent out an email to you guys this afternoon around 12:20. And we want to know from you if you're going to be staying on campus or if you're going to be leaving. That's important because we need to share that information, one, with DUPD, so they know where you are, who you are, and also if you're supposed to be on campus. So at some point in time, when the campus does close down, we will not have open flowing traffic for folks who are not a part of the community. So it's very important that you let us know today before 6 p.m. if you're going to remain on campus. We also shared a note that if you are leaving, we do want you to try to get ahead, get off campus and get ahead of the storm and check out by 12 o'clock tomorrow. You do not have to leave your key with the staff member, and you do not have to physically check out with someone. You just need to submit the online form letting us know whether or not you're going to stay or if you're going to leave. In the event that we have a power outage, we're going to send out a separate email to you guys, and we'll have flyers posted around the common areas of the hall as well, letting you know what to do. So right now, we always tell you, keep all of your phones and mobile devices at full charge. The Office of Disability Services also want you to know that you should have your medications refrigerated, and also if you have anything that needs to be plugged up, don't forget about those items as well. And that's specifically from the Disability Services Coordinator. You can monitor weather alerts from the Weather Channel, but also NOLA-ready.gov. That's where we get a lot of our local updates. So if your families are not in the local region, you also want to send them this information. We sent out the same email we sent to you to the parent addresses that we did have on file. So some of your parents may have received the message we sent. However, we know that everybody wasn't listed. So it's important that you, as Dr. Courtney mentioned earlier, do share this information. In the next email that you're going to get regarding the power outage, we'll have phone numbers for each hall, so you can contact those numbers if you're having any problems or any issues, and we'll make sure that we, our resident assistant and community assistant staff get to you as quick as possible. If we lose power and your phone devices are dead, mobile devices are dead, you're not getting any electronic communications, the bulletin boards on the first floor of your residence hall by the main doors will be the area that you can go to receive updated information. So again, if we lose power, hopefully we do not, but if we do and you're not able to get electronic communications, go to your residence hall first floor, make sure you have a flashlight with batteries, because sometimes in some of the corners and the stairwells, it may be a little dark. So we do want you to use caution. If it's raining, same thing inside, please don't run. Wipe your feet off on the mats that are provided in each of the residence halls, and let's do whatever we can to make sure we help keep each other safe.
Thank you so much, Ms. Lewis. Now we're going to hear from Dr. Bowler, who's our Vice President for Student Success. After that, we'll answer any questions. So if you have questions, right now is a great time to drop those into the Q&A box or the chat box so we can prepare to answer those. So, Dr. Bowler.
Good afternoon. I apologize as well for not being on camera. I'm actually driving, heading back toward the area of campus. I just touch base with our families, and certainly I'll let you know that on the phone call, you actually have a number of just really talented staff, our chief, the folks in student support and residence life, and all of the folks that are here on this call. They all are dedicated to making sure that your students are safe during the storm that is headed our way. The one thing I did want to mention, a number of you all have made calls to us today to ask us whether or not you should come and pick up your student over the next 12 hours or so. I would tell you that as a family, please make the decision that is best for you. If you are in the local area or you are within a driving distance to the campus, you may find it safer to have your child to go ahead and come home. That is perfectly fine. However, if you cannot get to us, I want to rest assured that we will take care of your student. That's what, like Dean Simmons said earlier. We have a plan in place. We know exactly what we need to do. Ms. Michelle is talking about how folks will be fed. We will make sure that your child is safe here on the campus. However, if you do prefer to come and get your student, feel free to come and do that, and that is fine. We just want to make sure that everybody is operating safely. The last thing I'll say is, as we've walked around the campus, our facility staff is walking around and making sure the campus is safe and so forth. But I am going to ask you to encourage your students, the ones who do stay, to, like Chief said, make sure that we're not walking around on Saturday night or maybe Sunday morning, depending on when the storm is scheduled to make landfall. We are going to lock the campus down, so there'll be no traffic coming or going. Okay, so the reason they're telling you to go ahead and make those commitments is because once that campus closes, will stay in their for their, so if it's okay for you to call your student, okay, well, I've seen something in the news, so let me go ahead and try to bring them home now. We will not want that, we will not allow for that. So if you can, whatever decisions you're wanting to make them today. After that, we are going to ask the staff to help the students acclimate to being in the building. So I will let Dr. Courtney facilitate questions, but we are here to support your students. And I will provide my cell phone number as well, which is 919-327-7001. And if you missed this, we will be sending out a recording of this phone call, of this Zoom call, so that you can have access to all of the numbers and all of the information that we've shared with you. Thanks.
Thank you so much, Dr. Bullard. Like Dr. Bullard said, everyone, I'm going to send out an email that will have this recording. It'll have everyone's numbers and all the talking points that you just heard. It is very important right now that you are keeping a close eye to your email. That's going to be the primary form of communication. If you have questions and you're like, where do I send that question? You can send it to any of us and we'll make sure it gets routed to the right person. So now we're going to open the floor to questions. So the first question was about SUNO. So Ms. Lewis, an email is going out to SUNO residents soon.
Yes, so one of the messages that the SUNO staff wants our Dillard residents to know is similar to what Dr. Bullard just mentioned. At a specific point in time, because of the low points around SUNO's campus, they're going to lock down. If you have not left, you will not be able to leave once the weather kind of picks up, because around Elysian Fields, Press Drive, and Leon C. Simon, and I forgot the other point that they mentioned, it does flood in those areas, so you need to make your decisions and then plan to leave accordingly.
Thank you. Will we be providing flashlights to the students is a question that we have. And that's for Miss Michelle or Miss Lewis.
I'm not sure if facilities has an exorbitant amount of flashlights available because this has happened so quickly for us. I will follow up and see if we can at least have some delivered to the halls that will be available for RAs and maybe, emergency uses for students. And I can provide you, Dr. Courtney, with that information when I follow back up with him.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Ms. Michelle. We appreciate that. Chief, is there a specific time that campus will be locked down?
Yes, right now I'm monitoring. So once we are anywhere from 3 to 5 hours out, where they're saying that contact will be hidden down in the New Orleans area, something of that nature, we will be locking the campus down. All gates will be secured at that time. If you're on campus, you can't leave. If you're off campus, you can't come on. Other than that, if we get information, let's say 7 hours prior, and they can give us a closer timeline that it's going to be a direct bin within that 7 to 10 hours. But you will receive something prior to stating the campus is going into lockdown. So please monitor your email, but at the same time, anyone that's not registered for E2 Campus Alert, register now. So that will come out as an alert also. We can do it that way also.
Great, thank you, Chief. For anyone that has not signed up for the campus alerts, please do that. It'll come to your phone as a text message. So again, in the event that we lose power or if the internet goes down here on campus, we will communicate with you all that way. If you have not signed up, we did include a link in an email this morning. Ms. Lewis has sent to residential students, and I will send that out as a part of this recap email as well. The next question is, if we choose to leave, the time that I need to be out is by tomorrow at noon. That is correct. If you are choosing to leave, I would recommend leaving as soon as possible because there's a lot of traffic out there. There are a lot of people that are choosing to leave, but if you need to wait until tomorrow, please do so by 12 noon. And these are recommendations, not just from us, but from the city of New Orleans. So please do that. And remember, if you are a residential student and you are choosing to leave, be sure to follow the process that has been outlined by your RA so that we know where you are. All of that is detailed in your email, so please be sure to look out for that. The last question that we have, and if y'all have any more, please go ahead and drop them in. What should we expect during this? So I think that is a great question, and I think each of us has been here for a couple of different hurricanes, so there's a lot of things to expect. The first thing that I would say is don't be too nervous and too anxious right now. We're giving you the tips, we're telling you how to prepare. Make sure that you are looking at resources like nolaready.gov. Make sure you're checking your email from campus. Make sure you're signed up for E2 alerts. So expect to receive communications from those individuals. NOLA Ready is coming directly from the city of New Orleans. E2 Alerts is coming directly from campus. You may also expect, of course, inclement weather. So lots of rain, lots of wind. So that's why it's really important when we're asking folks to shelter in place, that you actually shelter in place and not say, oh, well, my friend, stays in the next block of the garden, so I'm gonna go ahead and head over there. No, when we're asking you to stay where you are, it is for a safety reason. So we need you to follow that. You may also expect a power outage. So depending on how severe it is, that outage could last a couple of hours to a couple of days. These are things that we're not able to fully predict. However, that is something that you can expect with this type of storm. I want to open that question up to the panelists to answer if anyone else wants to provide insight.
I think you spoke it, cleared it up very well.
Okay, so just kind of be on alert. And if you have specific questions, or if you're like, hey, well, I just kind of want to talk to someone that's been through this, reach out to any of us, and we're happy to chat with you and talk to you about this. Will the bookstore be open, Miss Michelle?
Unfortunately not. When we modified the classes, the bookstore is modified as well. So Ms. Lucy will probably be here because she still has some paperwork on Faulette's behalf, but they won't be open. However, if you guys need anything essential, we will be able to provide that for you.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Is it going to be safe on campus? Yeah, we're going to keep it as safe as possible, y'all. What materials do I need to get for my stay on campus? So kind of what Chief said earlier, make sure, if you have a portable charger or something like that for your phone or for your laptop, make sure that you have some snacks and things like that. You may want to get some extra water. Again, like Ms. Michelle said, we're going to be providing that for you. But if you feel like I'm gonna be drinking a lot of water because that's what I do when I get nervous, when I get anxious, then go ahead and get that. Get anything that's gonna be comforting to you. So any way that you would prepare for a power outage at home or anything that you would have needed when you had a power outage at your home is what I would recommend. Everything else the school will be working to provide for you. Again, if you have specific questions, don't hesitate to reach out to us and we're happy to answer those questions. Another question, and Ms. Lewis answered this earlier, but I'll ask her to say it again. If they're living in the gardens, where would they receive updates since there's not a bulletin board on the first floor?
Those students can look at the laundry room doors. You have two laundry rooms, one that's located directly behind apartment 3522 and another one that is located behind apartment 3618. Resident assistants will also have notices posted on their front door. So you do not have to go to the front to the office. Depending on the weather, especially if it's raining, we'll have some notices posted on the light posts. But typically, once it rains or with the humidity, those signs seem to kind of come down. So when we post them on the doors, you should be able to see them in each courtyard in your residence assistant's front door and also at the laundry rooms.
Great, thank you so much, Ms. Lewis. We don't have any other questions right now that are outstanding. Any last words from our panelists?
As far as DPD behalf, if we do have heavy damage or anything on campus, we're asking that you stay in your rooms until we survey the campus, because we won't know until after everything is over if there were any fallen electrical wires or anything, or branches that haven't broke, but it's possibly falling. So the campus will have to be surveyed before you all decide to tour it to make sure it's safe, okay?
Awesome, thank you, Chief. Just another reminder for people who are asking, okay, what is my quick list of things I need if I want to go out and get something? Water, flashlight with batteries, portable charger, and any kind of medications or anything like that that you have. If any of you on the call are staying on campus and you have any meds or anything that needs to be refrigerated, I'm going to ask you to reach out to student health and let them know that. studenthealth@dillard.edu. You can also email that to Dean Simmons at advocacy@dillard.edu so that we can make sure that we've made provisions for you. Don't forget to get some of your favorite snacks, so you'll have that if you need that. And if y'all have any other questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to us. If you're looking for a catch-all email, you can always email advocacy@dillard.edu. That goes to Dean Simmons, and student engagement@dillard.edu comes to me. We have a few more questions. I just got in the webinar. Can you review? We're going to share the webinar, so you'll be able to see everything in totality. So it will come out shortly after we get off. Yep, got that question a couple of times. Someone says, I'm not from here. I'm confused on what to do. I want you to reach out to me. Student@dillard.edu. Send me your cell phone number. I'll give you a call. We are not able to do any trips to the store right now. There's a lot happening out there, so we cannot do that, but we do have things on campus for you. So if there's something specific that you need, reach out to me and let me know so we can work on that for you. And someone's asking about commuter. I want you to reach out to me directly so I can better answer your question. Thank you all so much for joining us. Thank you to the panelists. I appreciate you all taking some time to answer these questions. Everyone, we will continue to update you every 4 to 6 hours. But if you have questions in between time, please don't hesitate to reach out to us. Everyone stay safe and be well, and we'll talk to you soon.
See you soon.